Anyway, let's continue because I can see people are not willing to talk. But this time around, when I pick you, you should talk. Just know we'll be earning points in this class. And people with very many points, I will not tell you the prize that they will get after these classes. But you earn points when you answer in class. And these points are very, very important. So when you put your hand up, get ready to answer a question. And after me asking you a question or after you've talked, please put your hand down so that we can know which people are willing to answer. Okay? All right. So we talked about coding being a step-by-step instructions given to a computer to perform a certain task. So yes, a calculator is a computer because I'm going to put my 1 plus 6 and I expect to get an answer from it. So it's going, I put instruction. I'm like, Mr. Calculator, please calculate for me 1 plus 6 and give me an answer. So it calculates 1 plus 6 is what? Is 8 or 7? I don't know. You can tell me. So 1 plus 6, maybe it will tell me 7. And I expect an answer to be 7. When it tells me 9, I'll be like, there is something wrong with this calculator. But I've given it a task, and it's going to perform a task, and it's going to give me back the answer. All right. So that's what coding is. Step-by-step instructions given to a computer to perform a certain task. All right. So why coding? Why are we bothering you, getting you off your cartoons on the TV, soap operas, and whatever you guys do? I don't know if you guys even play outside. Hooking you off your mom's phone from playing games. Why do you think we are here? Yeah. So, yeah, we are going to look at why these lessons are very, very important. And one of them is a computer application. Zoom is a mobile phone application, so that even if school is closed, we are still able to talk to you. We are still very important. So now, why we are here? So you guys have been busy at home playing some games on your parents' phones, on your phones. I have a tablet. So tell me, I want someone to tell me the types of games you've been playing on your phone. Let me just do some escape so that I can see your names. I'm going to pick someone whose hand is up. Oh, Joy, you did say the so I don't know whose name I clicked on. Okay, Samuel, can you give me an example of a game
Talking Angela.
you've played before?
Talking Angela.
Yes, nice. Angela. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Talking Angela is a type of, yes. So and who is this?
Tom Goldratt.
Gordon. Tell me the play. Gordon? Oh.
Prison Escape.
Yeah, Prison Escape. Thank you so much. So now Prison Escape, and we've heard about Talking Angela, and then I'm going to pick someone else. This time a girl. Who? Ruth. Ruth.
Block puzzle.
Okay, Ruth, tell me. So yeah, all those games we've been able to play. We've been able to play those games because someone built them. What if I can tell you after this class, use Ruth game, and this game should be able, you should be able to play this game. Yeah, you should be able to play this game, and your friends should also be able to play this game. If you say using the things I'm going to learn here, I'm going to be able to build Talking Tom. You know, isn't that going to be cool? Yes. So we have some kids that have worked with us internationally. There are some kids who have been able to build very, very magnificent things using coding. Yeah, so many kids have been able to get this coding. Yeah, like a 13-year-old who is the richest kid is into programming. Programming means coding. Yeah, so coding can be called or computer. So we are able to entice you into not being consumers, just sitting back home waiting for mommy to put the phone down since you guys know the password and you start playing Temple Run that you downloaded secretly on her phone. Yeah, that's not right. So we want you to sit back and do the game for yourself, by yourself. Yeah, all right. Okay, so coding is like any other language. So Edify has given this good opportunity to you guys and to us to learn from each other, to learn a new language. Isn't that cool? So learning a new language doesn't stop. So it's like me trying to learn Chinese. So me to learn Chinese, I need to study, I need to practice, and I need to be able to speak Chinese fluently. The same as coding. So coding is like a new language, and for us, we'll be using a language called Scratch. So we have different languages that can help us build applications like Talking Angela, Temple Run, Candy Crush. I don't know what other games you guys are talking about in the background. All those games, we can be able to build them using different types of coding languages. But for us, we are going to use Scratch. So Scratch is visual based. It's like if you've been able to play puzzle before. Has anyone played puzzle before? I need to know the answer to that. So I'm going to see who has the hand up. My victim, Abdul, you should be my victim right now. So Abdul, yes, you play puzzle. All right. Okay. Who is this? Hafiz. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. So have you been able to build, have you been, oh, I've forgotten what I was asking. Have you been able to play puzzle before? Yeah? Okay. So this game we are going to do, it's, this program we are going to use, it's like you building a puzzle. So it's extremely exciting, and you can be able to relate with it, how to solve a puzzle. So it's just a matter of you giving instructions to the character so that you can do whatever you want it to do. If you're into storytelling, for you like writing stories and whatnot, so you should be able to succeed in doing using Scratch to build whatever games you aspire to build. So why are we bothering you with these skills? So coding, learning coding at a young age helps you build some critical life skills like creativity. I have a feeling some of you are actually creative in a way, like maybe you want, a mom told you not to touch her phone, but you are going to find means of getting that phone whatsoever. Yeah. So you're going to maybe remind mommy that, hey, you know, you're supposed to watch news right now. So when she's concentrating on the news, you steal the phone and you start playing the game. Or you are going to talk your way out of doing housework. Yeah. Solving that problem of laziness. So you just don't want to do housework. So you find a way, yeah, of talking yourself out of doing the housework. So coding is also like that. So at the end of the day, after coding, after we learned coding, or throughout our classes of coding, you should be able to be a problem solver. So someone in class yesterday told me they want to build a game that can solve the problem of street kids. Yeah. So they want to build an app so that people can contribute money. After contributing money, they take it to the street kids so that they can have food. So they saw a problem, they want to solve it. So after these lessons, you guys should be problem solvers. I have a feeling you see problems around you. Sometimes you wonder, can I be able to solve this? So I'm also going to ask a question at someone who is putting the hand right now. If you don't want to be asked, you can most definitely put your hand down. But if I find your hand up, I'm going to ask you. So let me look for someone to ask. Someone is putting the hand up. Let's see. Someone who has put it. Okay. I'm going to unmute Jennifer. Jennifer and Kerry. So can you tell me, yes, Jennifer, is there a problem you would like to solve that you see around you? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Can you share? Oh, you don't want to share? Yeah? Hey, you guys, we are here. We can still hear you in the background, so you can talk to us, not between yourselves. Yeah? Oh, Kelly, you're the one you want to tell us. Kelly, do you have an idea?
Not
okay.
now.
Not now. Okay. I can ask someone else. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me look for my other victim, Chosen. Chosen, you have your name called Chosen. I couldn't resist. So let me choose you. Chosen, tell me, have you ever seen something you want to solve? Yeah, Chosen? Chosen, you're not talking. Okay, so let me hunt for my other victim.
Yes.
Yeah, so tell me, what is it? What is it? Chosen.
Stealing. We have stealers. We have stealing. Yes, madam.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay. Chosen, I can't hear you, so I'm going to meet you. So guys, if you really want, we can't choose you right now, you can write in the chat and you tell me I want to solve this, I want to solve that. So the chat is open. You can always write in the chat and tell us what you aspire to build. Okay. All right. So let's look at okay, whoever writes in the chat, I'll be able to read some of those chats, so which is cool. And lastly, I'm going to ask Diamond. I can see you have some strong arms there, you have some medals you're winning, you have some cups, so you should be able to tell me. Diamond, do you have any problem you want to solve in your community?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, tell me. Can you give me a hint?
Desmond.
Yes.
Teacher, we need to be able to learn online, but
Yes.
without having data.
Yes. Okay. Now that's a good one, eh? Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, thank you so much, Desmond. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's continue. Those are good answers. So I have a feeling some of you still have answers, so you can put them in the chat. Teacher Maxima is going to be able to look at them. We are going to be able to read them. And by the way, if you think you don't have a problem to solve, by the end of this class, everyone is going to build a project. So please think about it. If you think there is no problem around you, please look harder. There might be something that you could work on. You know, us as kids, we may not be able to maybe solve a problem money-wise, like you see someone has a problem and you dish out money and you pay, maybe give them some money to solve that problem. But what I know about, you can be able to build an application that can help solve that problem. You can be able to build a computer program, an app that can help solve that problem. And in a way, you solve the problem. Are we together? Nice. That's nice. Okay. Right. So let's continue. Let me go back to my presentation mode. All right. So we want you guys to be creative enough to be problem solvers. Diamond has talked about him wanting to study online but not putting in data. You know, there's that problem of data. Maybe data is expensive. He has seen the problem. He wants to solve it. So how is he going to solve it? He's going to look for ways of solving it by maybe building an app that doesn't use data, which is possible, you know. So that is the mind you should be having at the end of this class. Okay, so let's see. Then why do we need you guys? Yeah? Why do we need you? So as you can see, okay, in this picture, this is me in the right, I think that's the left corner, and my teammates. And yes, we realized there was a problem of kids in Africa not embracing technology the way they should be. We are consumers of technology, but we want to be creators of technology. So this coding projects not only enhances the areas of English, math, and all the other opportunities, but it gives you a discipline that helps you to persevere in this life. Like you don't leave problems unsolved. Like if you have a problem, you have to make sure you find a solution in the right way possible. Okay, so it is going, by the end of this, we should be able to create something. And with this class, after this class, you should be able to create a project that can compete national-wise. It can compete continent-wise and internationally. So that's what we are going up to. And this class should be able to help you in math, English, science. So using coding, it cuts across all areas in discipline and learning. So we should be able to build something awesome. Okay, so so before we go through the demo of what we are going to use and whatever we are going to use is going to look like, I would like you guys to ask any questions if you have before we continue. So feel free to put your hand. Hear me? Maximo, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so anyone with a hand, them ask questions, and then I am trying to power on my other computer. This one is going to black out. I don't have electricity, so you'll be asking questions as I'm setting up another computer to join. And with a question, Teacher Max is going to unmute you, then you ask your question, then we'll be able to answer all those questions. before we go to our next phase, which is the demo.
Okay.
If you
I'm
feel
going
like
to
your mic
select
shy,
from-
you can go ahead and put your question in the chat.
Okay. I'm going to choose randomly from those who have their hands up. And Zawede Favor, please unmute and ask your question. Hello.
I cannot see the screen.
Yes, the screen won't be up for a while because the laptop has blacked out from Teacher Prosty, but she's setting up the screen to show you what we shall be doing in Scratch. So meanwhile, we need questions, problems that you'd like to solve, and we share together here. Okay. Jesse Lengard, what's your question? Please unmute.
How can you create an app?
There are very many ways to create an app. First of all, you need to know what platform are you creating the app for? Are you creating it for Android? Are you creating an app for Windows? Are you creating an app for a Mac or an iPhone? And there are languages that you can use to create an app. Like we are going to learn in Scratch, we shall be creating games using the Scratch language. But after that, when you have mastered programming, you can go on to use other languages, like you hear of Python, JavaScript, to create an app.
Yes.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay. And Mwesigwa Daniel, what's your question? Please unmute.
Teacher, I want to create an app whereby all those people who can't afford data can still study. How can I do that? And my next question is are some codes written by ones and zeros?
I didn't hear your first question.
Are some codes written
What was the first?
with
What was your first question?
If I want to code an app which doesn't use data, what type of code do I use?
Well, you know what data means? Data means that it gives you access to resources that are online on other computers. So provided you want your computer to connect or to communicate with another computer, there must be a medium of communication. Like for example, there's Wi-Fi, there is Bluetooth, there is wired connection. So when you want to develop an app that doesn't use data, you should look at another technology and connect two computers or two phones to communicate together without using data. For example, Bluetooth. You can use Bluetooth to communicate from one phone or computer to another without using data. So if you want to create an app that doesn't use data, you look at a technology that shall be used to communicate between two phones but doesn't require data. Have you heard that?
Yes.
Then your other question was, can you code in zeros and ones?
Yes.
The zeros and ones are not for people to understand. Zeros and ones are computer languages. You cannot entirely understand computer language that is formatted in zeros and ones. We call that machine language. So if you want to, everything that you write in your code, it is at a level. There is what we call an interpreter. There's what we call a compiler. So when you write your code in any environment, then when you compile that code to create an app, there is what we call a compiler. There is an application that compiles the code. Then there is an interpreter that changes the code that we have written into machine language. It turns it into zeros and ones for the computer to understand. Computer does not understand A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, the computer only understands zeros and ones. So when you write code, you only write it in a natural language like Python. Then the interpreter does the work of converting it to machine language. You cannot write code directly in machine language. I hope you have understood that.
Yes, I have. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm going to choose someone else. Lauren Mbite. Lauren Mbite, you can please ask, yes?
How can I code? Code.
How can you do what?
How can I code?
There are many ways of coding, but they are basics of coding. For example, you must have what we call an IDE, or an integrated development environment, or a text editor. It is different for Scratch, since the text editor, the compiler, the interpreter, all are bundled in one application. Even in Scratch, as we are going to demonstrate to you, you will be able to write code. You are going to see how to write code in Scratch, but there are other ways of writing code in different programming languages.
I'm back.
Okay, so let me explain to Mbithe, and then I return the mic to you. So when you're writing code, it depends on which language you're using or in which environment you're using. Like, for example, today we are going to use Scratch. The language is called Scratch, and the IDE is also Scratch. So Scratch is like an app that has all of the basics of programming or coding in one compilation. It has the interpreter, it has the text editor, it has the compiler, and it runs the application or the game there and then. I hope, Lauren, you have understood that. Now that the teacher Pros is back, she's going to demonstrate Scratch and the basics of Scratch. Thank you so much. Teacher Prosi.
Oh, thank you so much. I would like, please, the admin to make this. Yeah, thank you so much, Maximo. I would like the admin to please help me make me a host on this other computer.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, I can't share my screen. I can only talk.
Okay.
So please,
I think.
yeah, if you make me. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. So
I think that a cohort can.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. So, thank you, Teacher Maximo, and thank you, team behind the admin side. So I am back. So we're going to learn. We're going to see something more about coding. So someone was asking. Yeah. So please put your hand up. Then you should ask. Yes, someone is saying they've ever heard of Scratch. Yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. So you should be able to build some awesome things. So if your hand is up, I'll ask a question, and if you do not answer, now we'll be having problems here. So please, if your hand is up, be ready to answer. If you don't want to answer, put your hand down. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Let's see. So we'll be using Scratch. Yes, someone said they've heard of Scratch before, and I'm going to ask a question. Let me first go to the chat and see who says they've heard of Scratch before. see. Let me look for you, Ethan. Ethan says they've heard of Scratch before. So I'm going to ask Ethan to please tell us what he knows about Scratch. Ethan, could you tell us what you know about Scratch? Some of us actually do not know. I don't know where Ethan is. I can't seem to get him. Oh, Ethan GY. Yes, ask to unmute. Ethan, tell us. Yes, I've unmuted you, please. You should be able to tell me. Ethan, you're unmuted. Please go ahead. Ethan, are you there? And someone has saved themselves as a full stop. I don't know who this one is, so I'm going to unmute the full stop.
Hello?
Whoever is behind the full stop to tell me. Yes, Ethan?
Can you hear me?
Are you talking? Yes, I can hear you.
I know that in Scratch you can either add a sprite, remove a sprite, or change a sprite. And this cat is also a sprite, like a character.
Oh, thank you so much, Ethan.
And you
Now
can
for
also
you've
change a
done subscribe.
background. You can change a background.
Yes.
And if you want to make anything and you don't know how to use Scratch, you can go up, and when you see the word tutorials, you can press it and they teach you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ethan. Thank you so much. That was very good. I want to tell the person behind the full stop to please put their name because we are recording this session and we want to know who is studying. So whoever is behind this full stop that I've clicked on you, I've asked you to unmute. Please, really, you can remove this full stop and put your real name. Okay, so I'm going to ask Lauren. Lauren, have you heard of Scratch before? Lauren?
Yes.
We can't hear you. Have you heard of Scratch before?
Yes, I have heard of it.
Yeah, so what did you use Scratch for?
You can make apps like and you can, if you want, like sprite a character like that cat.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lauren. So yes, I can see very many hands up. So you can put whatever question that is burning in the chat. So I'll ask you later on. But I still insist whoever is making themselves as a full stop to please put their real name there, because I don't want to speak to a full stop. Please, full stop, make your name, put your name there, rename, be able to rename and put your name there. Don't call yourself a full stop. Okay? All right. So let's continue. Yeah, as you can see, I actually, as you know already, I don't have electricity at my home. So let me get over with what I have to present so that you guys can ask questions later, okay? Yes. Okay, so here is the board we are going to use. This is Scratch, and Scratch looks like this. So this part is for chords. So here we have where we put our chords in the middle here, right in the middle. Then here we have what we call a stage. I've forgotten what we call here where we put our chords. This is the working place where we put the chords. Then here where you're seeing the cat is the working stage. Ethan has said this cat is called a sprite, and yes, it's true. As Ethan said, everything here is a sprite. Every character here is a sprite. You can see, please follow my cursor. My cursor is right here, and it's now the cat. And I'm pulling down here. If you can see, my cursor is on the top of the cat's head, and they're telling me to choose a sprite. So we have very many characters, and these characters are called sprites. When I click here like this, You can see we have people here. Andy playing basketball. I think he's a handicap, but he still plays basketball. We have Anina who dances. Then we have Ivy who likes talking. I have a feeling some of you like talking. I was hearing you talking before we were unmuted. Before I was unmuted, I could hear you talk. I was seeing you on video talking. So some of you are like Ivy. So we have Barelina. Some of you like dancing and competition. So Barelina can dance. Then you have a few characters. This bear that reaches a point and walks on the 2 feet. So you see we have animals. So they're categorized. We have animals, we have people, we have fantasy. Some of you like fantasy. So we have fantasy, we have dance, we have music. Some of you like singing. So we have drums, we have a bell. I don't know what a bell does in music, but it's there, you know. Some of you like fashion, so we have like some dress up games here. So you can create a dress up game. Then some of you like food like me, so we have food here. So we have different sprites. So all these things you're seeing here, they're called sprites. Maybe some of you want to animate your names. We still have letters here. So we have different letters here. You can see my name starts with a W, so I would definitely pick something like this. You know, maybe pick this W, or maybe pick this W here. You know, whichever I want. So we are going to do a demo, and right now I'm not in a mood to use a cat. So I'll just come here. If you can see, my cat is here, but there is another small sprite here. So I'll come and delete it. Click on that dustbin thingy. I delete it like this. Then I'll come here and pick a sprite. I want to create a party. Some of you like parties. I also like a party. So I'll create a party. So I'll come on dance. At my party, we are going to dance. So I'm going to invite some people on my party. So I think I'll start with the Jovi. I click on her. She comes here. I think you can see. Then I come and invite someone else. Barelina. I'll invite Barelina too. And then I'm going to invite someone else. Can someone write for me in the chat another person I should choose? Someone write for me in the chat. Whoever writes someone first, I'm choosing that person. Amon. Yes, Ethan. Amon is where? Okay, one more person. I want another person. Please write someone I should choose. Abby, Adi, Dimani. Hey, you guys love Dimani. Okay, let's see. Let's see Abby, between Abby and Dimani. Where's Dimani? Dance. Okay. Someone wants Abby and dance. So I'm going to go with Dimani. Where is Dimani? Dimani dances. Okay. Thank you so much. So we have these characters here. So we have Amon. So I'm going to extend Amon here. I'm going to put this one here. And then my Barelina here. So can someone write for me in the chat, what is the problem with these characters we've chosen? Yeah? What do you think is the problem with the characters we've chosen? Please someone write for me in the chat really quick. Oh, some people are still writing. Oh, they are not dancing. Yes, Ethan, they are not dancing. They are not dancing. Someone wants me to include a cat. Yes, Ethan, they are not dancing. Someone else, what else is the problem? What else? Yes, they are not doing anything. Yes. Nice, Maria. This is what I was looking for. Maria is telling me, yeah, these are private chats. Okay. Maria is telling me that they are too big. Yes, that is the answer I was looking for. They are not dancing, they are not moving. But the most thing I was looking for is Maria telling me they are too big. Some of them are too big. Yes. Maria said that, and Zam also said that they are too big. Yes, they're extremely big. I want them to be a little smaller. Yes, Yeah, someone says they're like statues. Of course. So I want them to be a little smaller. But to make them a little smaller, I want to first put the background to assimilate that they are going to be doing some dancing. So I am going to first put in the background, I put some background here. I come and choose what we call a backdrop. If you guys can see my cursor, where we got the sprite from, on its right side, there is what we say, choose a backdrop. There is something that looks like a picture. So when I click it, there are different backdrops here. Yes. Someone wants me to add a cat badly. I don't know why. Okay. So let's see. We have backdrops. We'll add a cat later in the next project. I promise. So if you can see here, we have these backdrops, but we want something that has some party because we are doing a party. So if I click on music, let's see. Yes. So I'm going to choose one of these. So someone tell me which one should we choose? In the chat, really quick. In the chat, what should we choose? Concert. Someone says concert. Okay, concert. Okay, we are choosing concert, as you can see. Now we have our concert here. Now, we have a problem. As you can see, the money is stepping in the audience, is stepping on people's heads in the audience. So what we do, we get the money, we pull him behind here like this. So someone said they are too big. So we have an audience here. Now we clicked a backdrop, we picked a backdrop. Even this guy is also stepping in the audience, on the audience, so we can pull him behind. Yes, we can pull him behind. So you can see even who Jovi is almost stepping in the audience. So we can pull her behind. So what we are going to do with Jovi, who looks like a giant, we are going to make them smaller. So if I click on Jovi here, you can see Jovi is really big. Is the size, she's stepping on the stage, but she's the size of these lamps behind. These, how do you call these ones? The lights. So what we are going to do, we're going to come here on size, and we're going to change Jovi to a size smaller. Maybe I'm going to make Jovi be maybe on 60. So you see Jovi is a little bit smaller. So this is an acceptable size. We're going to do the same with the money. We're going to get the money and make the money also maybe a 70. The money is a bit taller than me. Yes. So we get Barelina is here. Then this one is here. Nice, nice, nice. So we can continue. Yes. So, someone was saying I make size 48. I think let me call the money size 48. Okay. The money size 48. Okay, let's see. Oh, the man is smaller. So if the man is this small, I can even push him to be behind here under the spotlight, but behind. So Barelina is okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to start coding. So we finished picking our characters, and I think everything looks good for now. So we can start with Barelina. So Barelina is going to dance. So one of the things we need to understand, the code is coming from this side. If you can see my cursor, I'm going to move my cursor to the left. So we have what we call code right here on our dashboard. We have what we call code. So if you can see, we have what we call motion. We have what we call looks. Looks has the codes. We have sound. Sound has codes. We have events. So we need to first pick our block of code called green flag. Green flag is our start button. If you can see here, it has go. So meaning when I click the green flag, these guys should start dancing. They shouldn't ask me why, they should just dancing, okay? All right. Okay, all right, you can see here. So I'm going to bring my green flag and put here. Then I want them to dance. So for them to dance, they need to start moving. So as you can see, some of these characters have many costumes. If I click on Jovi right here, and I come, you see where we have code here. Next is costumes. When I click on costumes, you can see Jovi has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, very many, up to 13, up to 13 costumes. So whenever I click on a costume, she seems like she's dancing. So we need to make her dance in actual sense by changing through these costumes, right? So I pick my green flag, I put it here on Jovi. I put it here. After putting the green flag, I need to come to looks. Then I will choose next costume. So we want her to have an illusion like she's dancing throughout the different costumes this sprite of Jovi has. So when I click the green flag, you see, she starts dancing, she starts dancing, she starts dancing, she starts dancing. But we don't want to keep clicking the green flag, right? So we need to control her. Since we are the masters, a computer does what we tell it to do. We are giving instructions. So I'm going to give an instruction of under control. So I come here back in the code. You see, we have motion, we have looks, we have sound, we have events, we have control. When I click on control like this, and then I'm going to pick something called forever. We have different loops. A loop means a repetition. Someone doing something repeatedly. That's what we call a loop. So I'm going to come here and pick forever and bring my forever right here, and I put it here like this. So when I click, yes, Jovi is dancing. Can someone tell me what the problem is? Now I'm going to ask people whose hands are up. I'm going to pick a random person. I'm going to pick a random person whose hands are up. Yes, someone is giving me an answer that she's going too fast. Yes, who dances like this? I'm also going to pick one more person here. If they can tell me if we can solve that problem. Pretty, your hand is up. I'm unmuting to tell me what to do. Pretty, what do you think we should do? Yeah? Pretty, are you there? Okay, I think Pretty is a little bit shy. Maybe I go back to my chat. People are telling me things in the chat. Yes, she's going too fast. Yes? Pretty, what should we do? This person needs to dance like a lady. She's a lady. She's not doing dancing lady like. So what should she do? Yes, Pretty. I can technically see you breathing. Okay. Someone says pick me. Okay, Celine. Tell me.
Should make her
What should
dance
she do?
slowly.
Yes. I should make her dance slowly. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, Ethan says she should dance a little bit slower. Thank you, Ethan. Thanks, Pretty. Thanks, someone, Calvin tells me that I should put forever. And let's see. Reduce her speed. Joanne says I should reduce her speed. Let her dance slower, Justin is saying. Let's see. Ethan is saying, yeah, reduce her speed also. So everyone is really agreeing with me. Is agreeing with me that this person is dancing a little bit too fast. So we are going to come on control, and we have wait 1 second, and we are going to pick 1 second. We bring it and put it here. We are literally telling, oh, whose microphone is on? So we are literally telling this person that, please dance a little bit slower. Every minute, every 1 second, you change a pose. Every 1 second, change a pose. But isn't she dancing a little bit slower? Like too slowly? Yeah? You guys tell me, isn't she dancing a little bit too slowly? Yes, Ethan is agreeing with me that she's dancing a little bit too slowly. Yes. So, can someone tell me? Yes, someone is telling me that I should put 0.5. Okay, so I'm going to come and change a number that is less than 1. So meaning 1 second is too long. Yeah. So I say 0.5. Yes, I change seconds to 0.5. And yes, I think she's dancing sensibly. Yes, 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 yes. So this is how we make the sprite dance. 0.9. Jordan, how can you tell me to put 0.9? Okay. Jordan, we are going to try your 0.9 on this. So I'm going to pick someone who is going to tell me exactly how to put codes for ballerina to dance. Whoever is willing, please tell me in the chat, then I unmute you, then we ahead. Okay. Who's going to help me? Ethan. Hey, Ethan, you're saying me like 7 times. Okay. I'm going to unmute you, Ethan, and you're going to tell me. And then this other one, let's see. Then I have another person, Ima. I don't know how to, Mazima. Mazima, you're going to help me code another person also. So Ethan and Mazima, you're going to help me code another person. So I'm going to unmute Ethan. Where is Ethan? Ethan, okay. Ethan.
Yes.
You're unmuted. So tell me, how are we supposed to code Barelina to make her dance? Let me take this one back. Tell me quickly. We're running out of time.
We first go to events and
Events, yes.
and when green.
This one, yes. Then when green flag is clicked, I can't hear you.
Then we go to controls and put forever.
Yes, forever. Quickly. Something.
And then
else.
we go to looks.
Yes.
And put next costume inside the
Yes.
code forever.
Yes.
And then we also go back to controls again and put.
Yes. And we put this. So we can try someone 0.9 here. Someone told me to put 0.9 before. So as you can see, 0.9 and the 1, they are typically the same. So it's still slow. So we could go with a less number, like 0.4. Someone also gave me 0.4 before. So we can put that one. So you see, this is nice. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm kind of running out of battery, but yes, so you see we are able to put this. So I'm going to see how we can put music in. So I'm going to go and add in some music. So you can add in music here by also getting another forever, sorry, a green flag. I put it here. And then I can go to sound. You can see sound here. Then you can say play till done. I carry this play till done and I put it here. So when I click, it says pop, pop, but we need music so that these guys can be able to dance to something. Yeah. So I come on sound like this. So if you can see, we have code, costume, sound. So I come on sound. Then right below here, we have another button here that has a different, another button here. When I click on it, choose sound. So I can come and choose some sound that has music. I think Loops has it. Okay. So if I come here, we have different ones. We have that one. We have this one. Oh, can see the chat is going crazy. Let me first peep there and see. This, the first one. Which one? Let's see. We take this one. Prince says we take this one. I think I should take this one.
Yes.
Okay. So we are taking this. So after picking our sound, I think you can see it's here. We come back this side of code. And then you can see they're saying play sound. So I can come and pick funky dance. Then I play. You see they are dancing. Okay, it ends a little bit quickly. So I can duplicate it and make many. I right click on the sound. I duplicate. I make many of them so that they can keep looping. So that's it for today. So you can be able to code all these other characters. So Maximo, mic check, Maximo. Teacher Maxi, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So my computer might black
I'm
out
in.
anytime.
I'm here.
Please. Okay. Anytime if I go off,
Yes, I'm here.
please you can take over. You can take over by explaining to them
Hello.
where they can get these apps and
Hello.
how they can proceed. Anytime I might black out. Okay. So let me
You guys
take
hear
a few
me?
questions. Off.
Hello, teacher Prosi.
Fine.
You went off.
When class?
Yes. Hello. Maximo. Maximo. Okay. Good evening, learners. I hope you enjoyed the game, the lesson. How many of you, by show of hands, you can put up your hand and tell me whether you have enjoyed the lesson or not? Just put up your hand. I'll be choosing someone logged in as Galaxy M11. Can you rename? Let me ask Paul. Yes, Paul. Paul? Yes, Paul, unmute.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, did you learn something?
Yes.
Okay, what did you learn? Paul?
I learned
Okay,
about
what
coding.
about, yes, you learned about coding. Abba, what did you learn? Abba?
Why did teacher go off?
Yes, her battery was off and it doesn't have power at her place. So she's off. Princess Faima, do you have anything to compliment?
I don't have.
Okay. Okay, thank you for attending today. I've tried to wait for the teacher, but I think her battery has completely gone off.
Okay.
So we are going to end the next lesson next time. We shall be posting the details on where to get those that program, such that if those who have computers, you can install on your computer, and then you practice. I think Maximo is back. You can hold on. Maximo, I've given you co-host. You can unmute.
Okay, so yes.
Okay.
So you who are still here. So yeah, we are going to have to end the class for now. It's been quite a long class since it is the introductory class. Like he has promised, you're going to have links shared, but what you need is either a laptop or a tablet. And if you want to use a smartphone, you can only use Chrome because there's no Scratch app for smartphone. The Scratch app that is available is for a computer, Linux, Windows, Mac, and a tablet or an iPad. There is an app that is available there. Those who have kids tablet, there is also Scratch Junior, but it is a little bit different from the normal Scratch that we teach you guys. So please, before the next class, make sure that you either have a laptop, a tablet, and if you only have a smartphone, you will use online Scratch by going to scratch.mit.edu. It will be shared with you guys. Actually, Pros is also here. If you could grant her the host access, she's Prosi Wanyana, the name that I see here. So,
I've made her
okay. First, you're also the host now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we are winding up. We are winding up with the class, and I'm telling them that the devices that can have Scratch a laptop, a tablet, a MacBook, an iPad, those have Scratch application. For Android smartphones, you can use the online version,
even
but
the desktop.
Yeah, even the desktops. Yeah, even the desktops have the Scratch application available, but for Android smartphones, that's the exception, that you have to use a browser like Google Chrome, Opera, and the Safari, Firefox, those apps, and you go to scratch.mit.edu. That's how you can start using Scratch online. I don't know if these ones having their hands have questions. And maybe they need to know the timetable. It is always, I think, Wednesday. But you can always practice on your time, on time. This class shall always be on Wednesdays. Isn't that right, Mr.
Isn't that right, Mr.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Maximo. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Bye. See ya.
Yeah, that's it. So
Okay, guys. Bye.
bye. The class was already done anyway. So thanks.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, thank you, Maximo and Prosi. Hope to meet next lesson.